La preparación de impuestos profesional y confiable con NYC Free Tax Prep.
Remember, for more information about New York City government services, dial 311 or visit nyc.gov.
Hi, I'm City Controller Scott Stringer. As the city's financial watchdog, it's my job to root out waste, fraud, and abuse in city government, and I need your help. If you know of someone ripping off the taxpayers, of city property being wasted or misused, please let me know by making an anonymous call to 212-NO-WASTE. That's 212-669-2783.
Attention all New York City vendors. This is Lisette Camilo, Commissioner of the Department of Citywide Administrative Services. As of July 1st, 2016, email will be the primary way to notify vendors of available business opportunities for a request for bids and proposals. Be sure to enroll, update your business information, and include your email address in the Payee Information Portal at nyc.gov/PIP or call 311 for assistance.
Remember, for more information about New York City government services, dial 311 or visit nyc.gov.
Many New Yorkers qualify to file their taxes for free. Do you? The Department of Consumer Affairs has an important message about NYC Free Tax Prep. If you earned $62,000 or less in 2015, you may qualify to file your taxes for free, either in person or online. Call 311 or visit nyc.gov/taxprep to learn about trusted professional filing with NYC Free Tax Prep.
Hello, this is Gladys Carrion, Commissioner for the City's Administration for Children's Services. Is your teen acting out, running away from home, skipping school, using drugs? Did you know that the city's Family Assessment Program, FAP, provides support to families who are struggling with their teenagers? FAP can help you reduce conflict and connect you to family counseling, substance abuse services, crisis intervention, and other supports. For more information, call 311.
Remember, for more information about New York City government services, dial 311.
Hello, I'm Donna Corrado, Commissioner of the New York City Department for the Aging. New York Connects is a trusted place for people of all ages, regardless of income or disability, to discover ways to remain independent at home and in their communities. And if you are in need of skilled nursing care or residential placements, we're here to help. To learn more, call 311 and ask about New York Connects today. Thank you.
Brooklyn Bridge Park keeps getting better. Hi, I'm Regina Meyer, President of Brooklyn Bridge Park, and we're thrilled to welcome visitors to another exciting season on the Brooklyn waterfront. This summer, come visit our brand new marina, climb the bouldering wall at Main Street in Dumbo, or have a barbecue at the Picnic Peninsula. There is truly something for everyone. Visit brooklynbridgepark.org or call 311 for more information. See you at the park.
Remember, for more information about New York City government services, dial 311 or visit nyc.gov.
Did you know Metro Plus Health Plan, part of NYC Health and Hospitals, is the plan of choice for 500,000 New Yorkers? For nearly a decade, Metro Plus has been the top-rated health plan in customer satisfaction. Metro Plus offers affordable health insurance coverage for New Yorkers of all incomes, including a plan with $0 to $20 monthly deductibles. Find out more at metroplus.org.
This is New York City Controller Scott Stringer. It's my job to protect the city's bottom line and ensure that every New Yorker has equal economic opportunity and access to government. My Community Action Center is here to help. If you need assistance from my office, from questions about your pension, a claim against the city, or even concerns about a possible labor law violation, call us at 212-669-3916.
Remember, for more information about New York City government services, dial 311.
Hello, I'm Donna Corrado, Commissioner of the New York City Department for the Aging. Are you age 60 or older? Our 260 senior centers offer social, cultural, educational, and health and wellness workshops, assistance with benefits, nutritious meals, and other life-giving activities. To learn more about DFDA, please call 3.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Mayor and the Police Commissioner, I'd like to welcome you to One Police Plaza for our annual Police Department Memorial Day ceremony. To begin the ceremony, please rise for the presentation of our colors and the singing of our national anthem by Police Officer Caitlin Jennings.
Oh, say, can you sing by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Officer Jennings. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for our invocation by New York City Chief Chaplain, Rabbi Dr. Alvin Cass.
Almighty and eternal God, thou who controllest the destiny of all peoples and in whose hands lies the fate of all nations, great is thy beneficence in giving to our city the gift of the courageous police officers whose memory we honor here today. We will always remember with affection and appreciation their valor and their ultimate sacrifice in response to the call of duty. Have compassion, dear God, upon the heroic dead of the New York City Police Department who gave their lives to make our city a better place in which to live. May they find eternal rest beneath the wings of thy glory, and may their souls be bound up in the bond of everlasting life. We beseech thee, dear God, to look benignly upon all of our police officers. Do thou walk beside them in the performance of their perilous duties. Be thou a shield about them as they wrestle with the messengers of social chaos and lawlessness. And finally, dear God, we implore thee to grant to Mayor de Blasio, Police Commissioner Bratton, and all the men and women of the New York City Police Department continuing success in their unceasing efforts to make this metropolis truly a society founded on justice and equity, where peace and security, happiness and prosperity, right and freedom will forever abide among us. Amen.
Thank you, Rabbi Cass. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. It is indeed my pleasure to introduce members of the dais assembled with us this morning. I would ask that you please hold your applause until all have been introduced. Seated in the first row and on my right, the Chief of Staff, Kevin Ward, Chief of Department, James O'Neill, the Police Commissioner of the City of New York, the Honorable William J. Bratton, the Mayor of the City of New York, the Honorable Bill de Blasio, First Deputy Police Commissioner Ben Tucker, Deputy Commissioner for Equal Employment Opportunity, Neldra Ziegler, Staten Island District Attorney, the Honorable Michael McMahon, Deputy Commissioner of Administration, Kathy Perez. Seated in our second row, the Chief of Intelligence, Thomas Galati, Chief of Counterterrorism, James Waters, Chief of Transportation Bureau, Thomas Chan, Chief of Transit, Joseph Fox, Police Department Chief Chaplain, Rabbi Dr. Alvin Cass, Police Department Deputy Chief Chaplain, Monsignor Robert J. Romano, Deputy Commissioner for Collaborative Policing, Susan Herman, Deputy Commissioner for Strategic Initiatives, Zach Tuman, Deputy Commissioner for Information Technology, Jessica Tisch. Seated in our third row, the Commanding Officer of Queens North, Assistant Chief Diana Pizzuti, Chief of Personnel Raymond Spinella, Chief of Housing James Secreto, Chief of Detectives Robert Boyce, Chief of Patrol Carlos Gomez, Chief of Citywide Operations Thomas P. Pertel, Deputy Commissioner Operations Dermot Shea, Deputy Commissioner Internal Affairs Bureau Joseph Resnick, Deputy Commissioner Trials Rosemarie Maldonado, Deputy Commissioner for Support Services Bureau Robert Martinez, Deputy Commissioner Strategic Communications Bill Andrews. Seated in our fourth row, the Supervising Chief Surgeon Dr. Eli Kleinman, Commanding Officer of the School Safety Division Assistant Chief Brian Conroy, the Commanding Officer of the Special Operations Division Assistant Chief Harry Whedon, Commanding Officer Patrol Bureau Brooklyn South Assistant Chief Stephen Powers, Commanding Officer Patrol Bureau Manhattan North Assistant Chief Kathleen O'Reilly, Commanding Officer Patrol Bureau Bronx Assistant Chief Larry Nikunin, Commanding Officer Patrol Bureau Staten Island Assistant Chief Edward Delatorre, Counsel to the Police Commissioner Edna Wells Handy, the President of the Detectives Endowment Association Michael Palladino, and the President of the Patrolmen's Benevolent Association Patrick Lynch. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our day. We thank them for being here. At this time, representatives from the various unions, religious, and fraternal organizations will present floral arrangements in memory of our deceased members. Representing the Patrolmen's Benevolent Association is Police Officer Madeline Sikoniev. Representing the Detectives Endowment Association is Detective Sam Miller. Representing the Sergeants Benevolent Association is Sergeant Mike Perugina. Representing the Lieutenants Benevolent Association is Lieutenant John DeMarco. Representing the Captains Endowment Association is Deputy Inspector Roy Richter. Representing the Survivors of the Shield, Maria Diedrogowski and Lorraine Shanley. Representing Deceased Officers Parents Association, Marge Dwyer and Janet Koffler. Representing Concerns of Police Survivors, Eileen Rafferty and Gilbert Lee. Representing the Committee of Police Societies, Detective Eugene Canapi. Representing the Traffic Squad Benevolent Association, Director John Velez. Representing the Honor Legion, Detective Oscar Hernandez. Representing the Holy Name Society of the Bronx, Manhattan, and Staten Island, Lieutenant Steve Jerome. Representing the Holy Name Society of Brooklyn and Queens, Detective Melissa Curtis. Representing the American Legion Post 460, Police Officer Michael Martinez. Representing the Police Women's Endowment Association, Sergeant Nora Hamed. Representing the Anchor Club, Detective Joseph Staff. Representing the Police Square Club, Detective Richard Providence. Representing the Shahroom Society, Detective Joe Cohen. Representing the Columbia Association, Sergeant Richard Angeletti. Representing the St. George Association, Sergeant Ian Hansen. Representing the Guardian Association, Detective Yusuf Ham. Representing the Regina Coletti Society, SPAA Maria Soma. Representing the Emerald Society, Detective Peter Whalen. Representing the Pulaski Association, Deputy Inspector Peter Barsozik. Representing the Hispanic Society, Detective Jenny Marie Garcia Cruz. Representing the Viking Association, Police Officer Eric Tronholm. Representing the Steuben Association, Police Officer Amy Shriver. Representing the International Police Association, Detective Lawrence Ween. Representing the St. Paul Society, Lieutenant Helen Pampafikos. Representing the Asian Jade Society, Detective Wayne Cam. Representing the Gay Officers Action League, Detective Brian Downey. Representing Police Officers of Christ, Detective Otoniel Jimenez. Representing the Police Self-Support Group, Detective Donald Rios. Representing the Dominican Officers Association, Lieutenant Angel Furman. Representing the Latino Officers Association, Sergeant Angel Ramos. Representing the Korean American Officers Association, Detective John Mason. and representing the Muslim Officers Society, Lieutenant Adil Reina. Representing the Advancement of Civilian Employees Association, Director Michael Sacalari. Representing the Russian American Officers Association, Sergeant Michael Belogorowski. And thank you for all our union representatives and fraternal organizations for their floral presentations here this morning. It's now, yes, please, thank you. It's now my pleasure to introduce the Mayor of the City of New York, the Honorable Bill de Blasio.
Thank you so much, Lieutenant. This is such an important day. It's a day when we honor heroes we've lost, and I hope you feel as I do that I want to express my gratitude to the societies and organizations that provided these floral tributes, because in that moment you see everything about New York City all together in unity to honor these brave individuals, and it reminds us of what binds us together. Every type of person from every part of the world represented by all these societies that do so much good, all gathered together in common cause right now. We're going to today honor 19 extraordinary individuals who did so much for all of us. And they did what most people just would not have the strength to do. Most people would not choose to put on a uniform and answer the call of duty and go toward the danger. We can say that for a fact. These individuals did. And I want to tell all the family members, we appreciate all of you for the love and support that you gave them when they were with us, and for the way you keep their memories alive today. I want to thank the leadership of the NYPD that's present here today, particularly Commissioner Bratton and First Deputy Commissioner Tucker and Chief of Department O'Neill, and all the leadership gathered for this solemn ceremony. I want to thank the District Attorney of Staten Island, Michael McMahon, for joining us, and all the labor leaders who are here, Pat Lynch and Mike Palladino and Roy Richter. We thank you. There are 881 names on the memorial wall. It goes back to 1849, and really reminds us there's an unbroken chain of people who served and sacrificed and made this city what it was. If they hadn't protected us generation after generation, we could not be what we are today. And it's humbling to think about that service and to know we are adding 19 more names. The courage that these individuals showed lives up to some of the most powerful words our nation ever heard, and they came from Abraham Lincoln when he talked about the last full measure of devotion. That's what these individuals did. They gave to everyone else. 16 of them died as a result of their selfless efforts, the months of search, the months of recovery efforts at ground zero. 2 fell in the line of duty here on the streets of this city. 1 died while on active duty serving in the United States military in Afghanistan. His name was NYPD Detective and Army National Guard Staff Sergeant Joseph Lem. And his story serves to inspire us. It's so extraordinary that one man so many times answered the call. It reminds us of what a human being is capable of when they believe in something. 15-year NYPD veteran, so accomplished, so respected by his colleagues, then served his country 3 different times overseas, and joined the search for survivors at Ground Zero. Hard to imagine that one person could do so much so young. Like every single NYPD member memorialized on the wall, Detective Lem represented the best of us. He represented everything we hold dear and everything we think is great about this place. We resolve to never forget any of those who served us so bravely, so honorably. We won't forget their bravery. We need to remember it to inspire us to do the best we can do. We can take some solace, however, in the notion that they achieved something, and something lasting. They made this city safer and better. They made this world a better place by their efforts, by their example. And their sacrifice and all they did reverberates to this day. These 19 officers achieve things that are lasting. Every day, the NYPD builds on their efforts. The legacy is not static, it grows, it's deepened all the time. So on behalf of 8.5 million New Yorkers, I want to thank all these brave individuals. I want to thank their families. I want you to know that their sacrifices, though so painful, did so much for so many. In their memories, we will persevere. We will persevere, believing that this great city will continue to be great and be greater still, to be safer still, to be stronger still for all. Thank you, and God bless you all.
And thank you, Mayor de Blasio. It's now my pride and pleasure to introduce the Police Commissioner of the City of New York, the Honorable William J. Bratton.
Good morning to all of you on this very special day of remembrance, and let us remember. In the 9/11 Museum, on the wall, there is a saying from Virgil: "No day shall erase you from the memory of time." That day, 9/11, that took so many thousands of lives and continues to take lives, that day took many lives, but we are today continuing the promise that we will always remember, that their lives will never be erased from our memory and the memory of time. So today, on this most important day in the year for the NYPD, the men and women who still serve, those who did serve, those who gave their lives, and their families, let us remember. Let us remember the 881 names enshrined in this hallowed hall, 881 members of the New York City Police Department. Let us remember the 12 transit police officers. Let us remember the 19 housing police officers. Let us remember the 802 line-of-duty deaths of uniformed members of the service. Let us remember the 121 9/11 related deaths. Let us remember on our Armed Forces wall the 47 members of this department who gave their lives serving in the United States military, protecting on foreign shores. Let us remember the 7 auxiliary police officers, the citizen volunteers, the thousands who commit countless hours to trying to keep the city safe. And let us remember the 10 civilian members of this department who have also given their lives for this city and for this country. A day of remembrance, a day that we fulfill the promise that we often talk about, that we will never forget. And today our fraternal organizations and our unions once again exhibited their commitment with their demonstration of remembrance, the laying of the wreaths, that they certainly will never forget. The family members who once again are here, the many who've been here for many years with their loved ones having been lost years ago, and the new members that are here today, you certainly shall never remember. She'll always remember and never forget. To do these ceremonies is never easy. No words that I can say, and I echo comments I made yesterday at the one-year anniversary memorial service for Detective Brian Moore, killed in the line of duty 1 year ago yesterday. I talked about that no words that could ever be said will be long remembered. That's the reality of our world. But what can be remembered always, and this is what we continue to do today, is the memory of the life of a life well lived and a life given for others. There is no greater sacrifice that can be made than that. And so today we fulfill our commitment, our continuing commitment. And I shouldn't use the word fulfill, because it can never be fulfilled. You know that. And that's why we do it every year. The idea of the obligation to ensure that no day shall ever erase their memory. 2 years ago at this event, I read from a letter, and I'm going to read from it again. Every year at this time, Police Memorial Month, the NYPD Memorial Day, I take this letter out and I read it. It to me is one of the most eloquent letters ever written about the idea of sacrifice and death and memory and comfort. Because what we are trying to do today for all of you, the families, certainly the 19 new names that are going on the wall and the families who are here today, we try to console, we try to comfort. And this letter to me represents all of that, the remembrance, the sacrifice, and the idea to comfort. And the idea that the sacrifice that our men and women made over these many years oftentimes was willingly, as the mayor referenced, and so often we talk about, they went toward the danger. Whether it's our 3 officers last year, Detectives Moore, Detective Lem, thousands of miles away, Detective Holder, the other 16 who suffered years of agony after going toward the pile on 9/11 and working there in Staten Island for many days and long nights, and the suffering that they were involved with over these many years. So let me share just a portion of this letter with you once again, because I think it really will comfort you. Because what it is about is the idea of the continuation of lives that are lost, but lives that were well lived, and lives that we can enjoy as we think about our time with them. The memories of the blissful moments I have spent with you come creeping over me, and I feel most gratified to God and to you that I have enjoyed them for so long, and hard it is for me to give them up and burn to ashes the hopes of future years when, God willing, we might still have lived and loved together and seen our sons grown up to honorable manhood around us. I have, I know, but few and small claims upon divine providence, but something whispers to me. Perhaps it is the wafted prayer of my little Edgar that I shall return to my loved ones unharmed. If I do not, my dear Sarah, never forget how much I love you. And when my last breath escapes me on the battlefield, it will whisper your name. Forgive my many faults and the many pains I have caused you. How thoughtless and foolish I have oftentimes been. How gladly would I wash out with my tears every little spot upon your happiness. But, oh, Sarah, if the dead can't come back to this earth, inflict unseen among those they loved, I shall always be near you in the gladdest days and the darkest nights, always, always. And if there be a soft breeze upon your cheek, it shall be my breath. As the cool air fans your throbbing temple, it shall be my spirit passing by. Sarah, do not mourn me dead. Think I am gone, and wait for thee, for we shall meet again. That letter was written by Lieutenant Sullivan Ballou, who was killed a week later at the First Battle of Bull Run. The eloquence of that time in terms of the writing of that letter. And again, I return to it every year at this time, because to me it encompasses all that this remembrance is about. They are gone, but they'll always be here, in your hearts, in this hall, and in this department. And let me close with just one last quote, if I may. A number of years ago, at my mother's funeral, my dad asked that I would read a favorite quote of hers that she had heard at a funeral somewhere, and it always stayed with her. And she had written it out. And my dad asked, would you read this at her eulogy? And I did. Let me close by sharing this with you, because I think that it says it all. Don't cry because it's over. Smile because it happened. Let us smile because they lived, and we got to share that life with them, and now we get to share their memories. Thank you.
And thank you, Commissioner Bratton. At this time, I would ask everyone to please rise for the reading of the 2015 Honor Roll. Deputy Chief Steve Bonanno. Inspector James Guida. Captain Scott V. Stelmach. Sergeant Patrick P. Murphy. Sergeant Stephen P. Scalza. Detective James J. Albanese. Detective Louis G. Fernandez. Detective Stuart F. Fishkin. Detective Randolph A. Holder. Detective Joseph G. Lem. Detective Brian R. Moore. Detective John A. Russo. Detective Richard H. Wentz. Police Officer James M. Burke. Police Officer Peter D. Chaccio. Police Officer Cheryl D. Johnson. Police Officer Robert W. Kaminsky. Police Officer Sean M. Mahoney. And Police Officer Peter O. Rodriguez. May they rest in peace. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I'll ask the Mayor and the Police Commissioner to approach the memorial wall for the unveiling. Please remain standing for our benediction by Police Department Deputy Chief Chaplain, the Reverend Monsignor Robert J. Romano.
Let us pray. Eternal rest grant unto them, O Lord, and let the perpetual light shine upon them. May their souls and the souls of all the faithful departed, through the mercy of God, rest in peace. May God bless our fallen heroes and their families. May God bless the NYPD. And as always, may God bless the United States of America. Amen.
Thank you, Monsignor Romano. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I invite everyone to join us as we conclude our memorial services with the singing of God Bless America by, again, Officer Jennings.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairies, to the oceans white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home.
Thank you, Officer Jennings. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes our ceremony. To our families, please join us in the auditorium for light refreshments. On behalf of the Mayor and the Police Commissioner, we thank you all for attendance here today. God bless all of you. Thank you.